Welcome, everyone. I want to thank everyone for joining us today on today's webinar of your customer avatar for the love. Stop and build your customer persona or avatar. Today, we're going to be talking about how to do that. And without further ado, we're going to get started. It is 2 o'clock, and as always, we'd like to get started on time as to not waste anyone else's time. So we'll get through this presentation relatively quick, but please bear with me as we go through. Okay, so first off, a little bit about me. I am Skip Gilland. I'm Vice President of Marketing for TransPay. A little bit of history, worked at Combined Insurance, owned a mortgage company, then went to Liberty Mutual, and then to Silvervine, which is an insurance policy admin software company. We are a digital payment platform. This is kind of our little mascot that we've created. As a lot of you have seen us at the shows, you'll soon be seeing us with t-shirts that we'll be handing out at the next show as soon as COVID passes by us. And this is TransPay.io, Badass Payment Processors. So we have been doing this for over a decade, payment processing. We process billions of dollars in insurance premiums every year. We cater to insurance agencies, MGAs, and also carriers. We also do any other vertical that you can think of, but we do have a little niche carved out for the insurance, and we spend a lot of time with the Department of Insurance to make sure you guys are okay, and we are okay, everyone's okay on the up and up, is to make the Department of Insurance happy. We are a credit card processing platform, and we also process ACH, so that's what we do, and that's what we're really good at. Again, we process billions of dollars every single year. We are level 1 PCI compliant. And we have a couple different fee models to save you guys some money. The first and probably it is our most popular fee model. That is our convenience fee model. About 85%, actually it's closer to 87% of our agencies right now or insurance partners use this model. What that does is it allows you to pass the fees for the credit card processing onto the consumer or your customer. We also have the traditional fee model, and that's the model where obviously you absorb all of the credit card fees. Obviously, in today's market environment, we see most everyone going for that convenience fee model. Utility companies and such are always using that. It shows up on their bill as a convenience fee paid to TransPay, and it doesn't affect your guys' reputation because it's not showing paid to you. So one of the first questions we are always asked is, why are you teaching marketing if you're a digital payment platform? Well, I'm glad you asked. As a company, we look at what we can give to our customers and how we can have a competitive advantage. And this is how we decided to have a competitive advantage. We believe that we can always outgive our competitors, right? The one thing that we sat down as a company in the marketing department specifically and decided is there's a finite amount of money that we can save you on payment processing every month. I can assure you we're going to meet or beat who you're currently using for payment processing. However, there's a finite amount, again, that we can save you. But what we come up with is there's an infinite amount of money that we can make you by teaching you digital marketing tactics for your insurance agency or insurance carrier or MGA business. So with that, we decided to come up with teaching our partners how to market. Again, you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours, and vice versa. Teach a man or give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach him how to fish, feed him for a lifetime. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to generate more revenue, and we have a robust and active marketing team, and we feel we may as well pass that knowledge on to you guys at stuff we're already doing. So by passing it on to you, obviously it helps a lot. Because we find a lot of insurance companies, just like this officer, has got their head in the sand. Digital marketing, we know we need to do something, but we don't know where to start and how to do it. So with that being said, we created the Insurance Agency Owner Marketing Group. This is a Facebook group. As you can see, it's just facebook.com/group/IAOMG. And on here, you're going to be able to see recordings like this, different posts, and we're trying to build that group to get discussions on how to market for you as the insurance companies. So what we are going to talk about today is customer avatars or customer personas. These are going to help you guys know your customer a little bit better. As we go through this, you may scratch your head a little bit and try to think, geez, this is a little tougher than what it sounds. It is tough. I'm not going to lie to you. However, if you just spend a little bit of time doing it, it's going to greatly pay dividends in the long run. Your target marketing matters. So basically, to scale your business, your target market, to scale your business, your target market has to expand. You need to learn how to identify your potential clients, how to make sure that you design your marketing strategies according to their interest, their likes, or any other essential factors. Building an avatar makes a huge difference in your strategies as far as marketing. And you'll see that as we go along. As we go through this, don't necessarily worry about the details. What we're really looking for is to give you the broad concept, to get your mind working, to start brainstorming. Some of the channels that are affected by creating an avatar are going to be, one, email marketing. Email marketing is directly affected. The more you learn about your avatar that you're going to target for email campaigns, you can find out their interests, their likes, and other marketing tactics that are effective for email marketing. And then we have content marketing, right? So determine the type of content that will attract your avatar. You should create, it'll tell you which content you should create and which content to do less of and which content to do more of. It'll show you, should you start doing some video content? Should you do blog posts, or should you do podcasts? That type of thing. The next one is organic and paid traffic. Now, this is where you have to determine the demographics of your avatar or your persona. You got to find the right ad templates and set those ads to reach out to your target market. You got to use those compelling ads that appeal to their emotions. That's one thing that will really need to drive home, is that you have to appeal to your customers' emotions. That's what teaches them how to buy, or not teaches them how to buy. That's what makes them want to buy from you. And then we have copywriting. You need to ask yourself a question. How are we going to come up with an engaging content that will lead to increased conversions for my entire business? That's obviously what you need to come up with copywriting. Copywriting isn't necessarily art. You just have to do it. The more you do of it, the easier it becomes. The better copywriter you become, and you'll be able to talk directly to your audience. And then lastly, product development. Now, in every product that you sell or every single service that you offer, it's essential to take note of the value the buyers will get out of it. Think about how your products or services provide solutions to your target customers. That's what you have to be thinking of when we build the customer avatar. Again, I'm going to say it again. Play to their emotions. You need to play to your customers' emotions. And keep in mind, there's so much more to marketing than just saying, oh, I know how to market to this guy, or I know how to market to that guy. Building that persona, that customer avatar, is going to help you out tremendously. The items listed on the previous slides, they're not all inclusive, which means there's still a lot of areas that can be improved the moment you start using the customer avatar for your operation or your business. You'll be amazed, again, how clarity will come to you to the marketing once you build that avatar. And remember that the more you understand your target client, the better it is on your part to come up with marketing strategies. It'll make it so much easier to come up with those marketing strategies once you have those avatars built. And you're going to see that in the next few slides, that how we're going to talk about building the avatar and why that is. And it's going to obviously make them more interested in what you have to offer. And that's why we're here, right, is to try to do that. So what are buyer personas? Now, in this presentation, it's not specific to insurance agencies. I made it very broad. As a matter of fact, I did that on purpose. What I wanted to do was make sure that I didn't give you a preconceived notion of how you're going to build your customer avatar. I want you to brainstorm. I want you to come up with your own ideas. In later posts and in later webinars, we're going to go over some. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a few that I did throw in here, but for the most part, we're going to use a marketing agency example and how a marketing agency would create avatars. again, you're not going to create just one avatar. You want to create multiple avatars. And the following examples that I'm going to show you are for different types of personas we want to make, or what we would want to market to if we were that advertising agency. So to start it off, we are Acme Digital Marketing for the sake of this presentation. This is a company example we're going to use today. So as Acme Digital Marketing, I want to know, or I want to create personas for different people. And here's 4 examples. The first one being a marketing freelancer, right? This is the kind of person who wants to compete in the marketplace, which is why he's interested in improving his skill sets. He's interested in attending some training classes, participating maybe in some online courses, and acquiring potentially certificates for related activities. Again, this is for a marketing agency. This is an avatar that we would create who we want to go after to sell products to. That would be a marketing freelancer. The next person that we would potentially want to sell to would be a marketing agency owner. This is the type of person who wants to compete in the marketplace. And that's why they're interested in improving his skills and his skill sets. Now, I should kind of circle back. As a marketing or a digital marketing company, these are our avatars. The products that I'll be selling is how to market to digital how to market to digital marketing. So looking at the third one is the worker or employee. This is the guy that's motivated for being interested in maybe getting some certification, or some certifications, some courses, training to make his mark in the company he's working for, that he works for. Also, he wants to be remembered for his skills, right? He wants to go, hey, listen, I have this skill, and he wants to use it to advance his career or basically move up the corporate ladder. And then our fourth one that we could create is the entrepreneur or the business owner. This is the guy that his ultimate goal is to be good at marketing, since obviously that helps him scale his business. He's also interested in some courses and certifications and training to help develop his team members or his marketing department if he has one, maybe his internal marketing department. But again, these are 4 people that we would sell to as Acme Digital Marketing, or who we would want to sell to doing that. So how do we get started on doing that? Well, the first thing we need to do is take a look at our transpay.io customer avatar worksheet. We've created this for you. It's a real simple worksheet. You're going to be able to download it. We'll send you, or you can click on a link below to download this worksheet. You fill out obviously the product or the company name, whatever you wanted to do there. There's off to the right name, age, gender, location, job title, all those things. And we're going to go through each one of these so that you have a good idea of what to do and give you some ideas so that you can start filling this out and creating your customers. It's essential to have a clear understanding of each one of these components so you can gather and acquire the right details for each customer. Just as an example, we had our 4 customer avatars. You might have 2. You might have a female or a male avatar, depending upon who you want to sell to. You might have a life insurance avatar. You might have a non-standard auto avatar. You can create as many avatars as you want. Again, you want to create the avatar who you're going to speak to in your advertising so that you feel, or your advertising or your digital marketing speaks directly to that specific avatar. There's some times you'll know exactly what to put in each one of these sections. Other times you're going to struggle. You're going to go, I don't know what to put in here. And you just make assumptions. That's okay. It's a living document. We want to, put information in here. And then as we come up with some other ideas later, we just change it. Real simple. Sometimes you may want to call some of your best customers and that you have a good relationship with them, and just kind of go through some of these things and ask them questions. Or maybe you want to do a survey, or run an ad on Facebook to poll people if you're getting stuck. But again, I wouldn't spend a lot of time on doing those type of things, as running surveys and whatnot. I would put something in there, come up with something, and then just make it a living document, as I mentioned before, so that we can make sure and always keep that up to date. And if you ever feel stuck, don't worry about it. Just move on and come back to it. But make sure and come back to it. Make sure that you have that filled out. Again, we want to know who you're talking to. Let me rephrase that. You want to know who you're talking to, and you want to make it feel like a real live person. So the first section we're going to talk about is the basic information. You want to give your customer a name, like Agency Mike, for example, in ours. Maybe I have Automobile Adam in the insurance industry, so that I'm looking to sell auto insurance. So I'd name him Automobile Adam, just as an example. Maybe we have Life Insurance Larry if I'm looking to sell life insurance. Again, you want to give this person a name, and that person needs to be referenced every time you talk about marketing, and every time you think about marketing to somebody for life insurance, automobile insurance, that type of thing. This is going to help you. And as soon as you say Automobile Adam, after we get done with this avatar worksheet, you are going to have a clear picture, a clear visual in your head, and also a working knowledge of who Adam is, what his likes, what his dislikes are, and how we can go to that. You want a mental picture, again, with Life Insurance Larry or Automobile Adam as an example. The next section we're going to talk about is goals and values. So when it comes to our Acme Digital Marketing, what are some of the example goals that we would put in here for Agency Eric? We'll call him Agency Eric for our customer avatar on this one. He wants to increase operations of the business, to improve the skills of the workers or employees, to grow the business. Some of the values that he would want, or he has, those pertain to the commitment that you're willing to give, such as nurturing professional relationships with people. That's what he wants to do. Providing the best services or to clients at all the times. Agency Eric wants to avoid black hat marketing tactics or principles like that at all time, at all costs. He wants to make sure everything is above board, white hat. Remember, these are the goals your customer would want. To kind of switch it over to the insurance world, just a real couple quick examples. One of the goals may be save money. Now you may think, well, save money, that's a good goal, but do you want to put that down? No, you don't want to put that down. That's a bad goal. Why is that a bad goal? Because if all they're looking to do is save money, what are they going to do next renewal cycle? That's right. They're going to be looking for another insurance agency. That's not a good goal. You don't want somebody that is commoditized in their mind, the insurance world, which we already know the insurance world's commoditized. But we want to make sure that we have somebody that wants to stay around. So the flip side of that, a goal for a good customer would be they want a long relationship with the company or an insurer. If that's one of their goals and you write that down, basically that means they're a good customer and they're less likely to move. Maybe a good value for a customer would be they're honest. They're honest, they're forthcoming with their opinion, and maybe they're family oriented. When you think of family oriented, if you're talking about Life Insurance Larry, and you say, hey, Life Insurance Larry, one of his values is he's family oriented. Again, that while you're trying to sell life insurance, or that's who you want. But again, putting it in the customer avatar will allow you to get that mental picture, and it'll allow you or your agents to have that mental picture as well, or your marketing department, of who Life Insurance Larry is. Again, if he's family oriented, there's a good chance he's going to be buying life insurance. So goals and values, that's what that's about. The next one is going to be the challenges and pain points. So flipping back to our Acme Digital Marketing company, what are some of the examples of what are the examples of some of the challenges that we have? Maybe some of the challenges are finding employees who are willing and easy to train, focusing on the marketing side of the business while also managing, its affairs in that type of business, growing its business despite the heavy competition out there, because we all know competition's getting heavy. And that's why you're here listening to digital marketing right now, is because the guys that aren't in it are falling behind. And the competition in any type of insurance or any type of industry is getting harder and harder every single day. And by not having a digital presence, obviously makes it that much harder. Pain points for Acme Digital Marketing, the avatar, which would be Agency Eric on that. Failure to scale the business because of a wrong management decisions. That might be some of his pain points. Uncertainties brought by changing guidelines and rules because of an ongoing pandemic that affects the public health. We see that right now. Challenges for the life insurance, or excuse me, for the insurance world, maybe finding a trustworthy agent. That's what you'd be putting there. Making sure their insurance coverages fit their particular situation, that overinsured or that underinsured. Some of the pain points they have is obviously having to call to get multiple quotes. They don't want to do that. They want to feel comfortable with the quote they're given by their insurance agency. So that would be Automobile Larry's pain point potentially. A pain point here could be cost. Again, it didn't fit in the last section, but it does fit here as a pain point because you have to be somewhat competitive, right? You can't be priced out of the market and be the highest priced guy in the world. You have to have a competitive price. Again, we just want to be cognitive of that so that when we do write our marketing materials, it is very, very clear on how that works. Objections and roles in purchase process. So on this, just looking at Automobile Larry again, we could say some of the objections he has is price. So cost, price from the last slide, they can go hand in hand on here. Coverage amounts, he might say, hey, I want more or I need less. He may say, listen, I don't need 100, 300 for my coverages. Maybe I want 25, 50. Those are some of the things that you want to write on here. And obviously each avatar would have a little bit different thing, right? You might have that non-standard auto insurance policy where coverages amounts might be, hey, I need 1020 or I need PIP only, whatever the case may be. And then you have the flip side of the coin where they need to have maybe an umbrella policy in addition to carrying higher limits on their car. So those are some of the things that you need to think about. Roles are real simple. Actually it's roles in the purchase process. Do they need the spouse's approval? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe they make the decision all by themselves. Again, these seem like crazy things that you want to write down, but you want to build is for clarity and as much imagination that you can have about Automobile Larry in the automobile example, or Agency Eric in the digital marketing example. We want to have a visual who this guy is, what makes him tick, what he gets up in the morning, what he eats, what he's doing in the afternoon, what kind of books he's reading, what kind of magazines, does he go to any trade shows? There is no limit to how much information you want to put in this. It's very important to remember that. More is better. You want to create something where you get that absolute digital image. And that includes adding a picture, right? If we have Automobile Larry here and maybe he's a small business owner and he does well, you want to go to Google, look for a picture of a gentleman that fits who you have mentally made into Automobile Adam, and you throw a picture on there. So every single time you look at this customer avatar, you talk about Automobile Adam, this guy comes to mind. And then you're going to write a short bio. The bio comes at the very end after you've completed everything. You just create a bio of everything that you have accumulated in the customer avatar worksheet. Again, that's so important to write that bio. Again, somebody comes along, a marketer, and they read that bio, they have a really good idea who this guy is and what he's about. So, in conclusion, we need to get started on this now. It's better to take the time right now and build your customer avatar than later. Again, it's a living document, so don't feel like you need to sit down and it has to be 100% perfect. Brainstorm, write these things down, and then keep it in a position to where we can continually add to it. Keep it top of mind, keep it posted in front of everybody. You know, if we're a life insurance agent, we got life insurance Larry, we want to see his avatar, we want to know what he's about. And when somebody says, hey, who buys life insurance from you? The first thing that should come to mind is life insurance Larry, and you should have a very clear picture in your mind who he is and how you're going to market to him. Again, give him a life, make him real. It's much easier to market to someone when you know who they are and what they like and what their dislikes are versus just kind of winging it. So with that, that is what we're talking about when it comes to avatars. One last thing we're going to discuss is shameless plug for our company. Obviously, we want to help you guys out, and we'd appreciate the opportunity to help you out, whether it be saving money or getting you set up on a digital marketing platform. We're more than happy to do those things. Our sign-up process is super simple. We have we have 4 steps, excuse me. You fill out the application online. It comes to us. It goes into underwriting. After that, we give you an approval. Usually takes 48 hours. It's a little bit longer now because we're so busy because of COVID and obviously the contact list method, and people that aren't working from their offices need a way to be able to collect payments online on their website. We have all those options available. And then step 4, you start processing payments and making it easy on yourself to collect money from your customers. We have a merchant portal access where we process the transactions. We have complete reporting. It's real time and it's detailed reporting of every single transaction that you run. We have a customer vault, which basically means we take that personal information we stored on our PCI compliant servers. It makes sure that you aren't storing things on your servers, the personal information on your server, whether it be credit card information, social security numbers, those types of things. We have that covered for you. And then we also have user management. User management allows you to set up different users. They can either just look at reporting, they can accept payments, they can look at reporting, accept payments, any which way you want to go. We can set that up for you, or let me rephrase that, you can set that up for yourself on any users that you want to create. To get started, all we need to do is go to transpay.io/pricing. We have 3 programs available. We have the Premium, the Elite, and the Ultimate. Right now, we are giving the Ultimate to you for $9.99 a month. That's locked in. As long as you continue to process with us, it'll never be more than $99.99. Gives you the option to have an API. So if you want to programmatically do payments, that's available to you. If you want to just put a button on your website to collect a payment, that's available to you. It gives you all the bells and whistles that we have in TransPay, and that is the one that everybody uses. And what a phenomenal value by knocking that off, or knocking off $40 to $9.99. Just simply use the Save 40 promo code. When you get into the application, there's going to be a promo code there. Put Save 40 and start saving right away. It is that simple. The 872-6982 is how you get a hold of us. Again, don't hesitate to ask. The last slide, or ask any questions you have, the last slide. This is me again down here at the bottom. That's my direct phone number. I work out of our office in Florida. Our home-based office is in California, Orange County to be a little more exact. skip.gilland@transpay.io is a direct email to me. So if you have any questions on avatars, if you have any concerns, if you want to just talk about it, or if you want to talk about anything marketing related, this is my passion. This is what I love. I'd be happy to talk to you and be able to help you out as much as I can. If I'm not available, which I will make myself available, you just might have to wait a little time to get back. Our marketing department will also help with reaching out to you. Like I said, we have a phenomenal marketing department, and we got a lot of experience in that. With that, I appreciate everybody's time. Again, trying to keep it in a half-hour time limit. I think we're about there. So if you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to reach out. With that, we will talk soon and look forward to our next video. Every Thursday, we will be doing these at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Soon we'll be posting all of the webinars that will be coming up, and you'll be able to get to that at transpay.io/webinars. That page will be up next week, and again, it'll allow you to see all the webinars that are coming up till the end of the year. Again, without further ado, we appreciate your attendance.